not
Who
surprised.
didn't forward the memo that since I dropped the ball last week, we're supposed to be wearing Aurora shirts this week?
Literally you. You dropped the ball again 2 weeks in a row.
I'm supposed to wear the same shirt 2 episodes in a row?
I mean, do you not do laundry?
No. Hence this sweatshirt.
Okay. You didn't get the memo. Who didn't? You were supposed to send it out, though, right?
Fax machine broken.
Yeah. That's facts.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of The Judgies, the judgiest place on the internet.
Hold on.
I fucked up the intro. I'm Josh,
I'm Rick.
And I'm Christian.
and we are
The
the judgiest
Judgies.
place on the internet.
Okay.
That's right, folks. Sometimes we mess up, and sometimes
And
I
I'm
get judged.
Christian. And we're the Judgies.
Sometimes I get judged by my co-hosts right off the top,
Of
and
course.
that's okay.
That's how we do it here.
If you're new to the pod, welcome. Hope you
Hello.
stay. What we do here is we read stories from the internet
Mm-hmm.
and judge people, the most
yeah.
important thing in the world.
Yes.
But before we do that, Christian, you called me out last episode.
Oh, shit.
What
What'd
did
you say?
I call you out on?
I don't remember.
I was talking about sea shanties that make you drop your panties.
Okay.
And then I made a joke about they have a sea shanty cover of London Bridge by Fergie.
Okay.
And you said you have a week to come up with the cover.
Oh, wow.
Well, Daddy Dungone did that.
Oh, wow.
With the help of my wonderful girlfriend. Please enjoy London Bridge by Fergie in the stylings of a sea shanty.
There once was a lass, her name was Ferg. VIP, she goes to work. No more a lady of vulgar bird, she's dancing like a hoe.
Oh, shit.
How come every time I come round, my London Bridge keeps falling down? Fergie, Ferg, let me love you long time, no girls get on the floor. When she comes to the club, best step aside, part the sea, Ferg cuts through lines. You've never seen a girl that looks so fine, the drinks will soon be poured.
And that was why I took a half day today, baby.
Oh, my God.
We decided to put the goddamn nose to the grindstone and pound out a sea shanty of Fergie.
I'm
That was amazing.
so impressed.
I was just sitting at work today, and of course, the Wellerman is a huge meme. Well, not really a meme, but just like trending right now.
Yeah.
And we brought up London Bridge, and in my mind, I just went, "How come every time I come around, it's like, hang on, the juices are flowing."
It came to me.
Printed off a lyric sheet of London Bridge, printed off a lyric sheet of the Wellerman, put them together.
There you have it.
This was insane.
I tried to sing multiple. I'm a bad singer.
Couldn't
Aurora,
get
of
deep
course, is a
Couldn't
good.
meet me down here.
Aurora came and gave me a vocal coaching lesson,
Now meet me up here.
and we fucking killed it.
Yeah.
If I do say so myself.
It's insane that now you have to go create the Judge's TikTok account
Yeah.
so we can
Yeah.
blow up on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm a little upset about it because
Yeah.
we definitely have to put on multiple.
Because
Yeah.
people are going to lose it over a Fergalicious or a London Bridge.
Yeah,
The
So-
whole album.
That's all on
is
you
just-
now. I hope you're off till Thursday. You got time to make the TikTok account.
listen, guys, Fergie's so bad.
Excuse you.
Like I was looking at the lyrics. She rhymes slurring
Mm-hmm.
with
Purring.
my speech starts slurring and my drinks start. The drinks start pouring and my speech starts slurring.
Mm-hmm.
And she's slant rhymes.
Everybody looking at me.
Everybody looking real good.
The gray goose got your girl feeling loose.
Yeah,
Now I'm
it's
wishing that
so
I didn't wear
bad.
these shoes.
High
now
heels.
everybody.
And then in the background they go, "I hate high heels."
Do they really?
It's so bad. It's fucking trash.
You couldn't incorporate that
It's so
into the song, though?
catchy.
Give me a week time frame. All right. Well,
That
sometime-
was insane.
How
I
many
was not
vacation days you got
expecting
left?
I used up all of them. I am out. I haven't worked for 3 weeks. Of course, sometimes we make sea shanties in our free time. which caused us to drop our
Do we?
panties. Other times we read Reddit stories, and sometimes I do that. So I'm going to get into our first story here. I got a lot of Today I Fucks Up.
Are they all based on Black Eyed Peas? That'd be really rad.
Dude,
Is this a Fergie themed episode?
imagine it. So you guys, not only do I go above and beyond anything we've ever done in the scope of this podcast by creating, again, with Aurora, a wonderful tune, now you're going to like make it seem like I didn't do enough by forming a Fergie themed episode.
We have to move the line. We have to keep moving that line.
We are just here to push you
It's
in
never,
the right direction.
it's never enough for you two freaks.
It's not.
I'm very upset with you. All right. First story, folks. Today I fucked up by killing the best relationship in my life because she complimented me.
She said that I looked like Fergie.
You know I rock the style. So, I was in my early 20s. Been seeing this girl for a few months. Our sexual chemistry was on point. We enjoyed
Hell
each other's
yeah.
company immensely. But timing was just off as we both had plans of relocation that were set in motion before we met. So we stayed as friends with benefits.
Okay.
Classic healthy relationship.
It never works. I say with all my friends with benefits experience.
All of your experience, of course. So there we were one night, laying in bed, in post-coitus bliss. After what was probably the best sex we have ever had, our breaths still heavy. She seemed more coquettish than her usual self.
Coquettish?
What does that mean? Like cokehead?
She seemed more coquettish. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Coquettis.
I wouldn't be able to read that word, so.
Coquettish. I assumed it was coquettish.
Coquettish.
Then her usual self, snuggling her body close to me in a tight embrace. She softly told me that I am the only man for her, and she wanted our relationship to be exclusive from that moment on.
Hey.
Assuming my charm and sexual prowess brought about this turn of events, I was beaming with confidence, my ego stoked by my apparent ascendancy to near sex god status.
Wow.
In what I imagine being one of my most
It's definitely not just that they have like good chemistry and she gets along with them. It's like, man, I fucked her so good she wants to date.
It's got to be that dick. You know it's got to be that dick. In what I imagine being one of my most effortlessly cool and devilishly masculine moments, I replied, "To what do I owe this honor?"
I tilted my fedora and said, "The lady, to what do I owe this honor?"
I put my sword in the ground and kneeled down to her, pulled off my full plate helm,
Just
tossed it to the
barely
side.
looked up.
My chainmail still glistening red with blood from the previous battle.
She adorns both my shoulders with a sword and...
Wait, is this why they call them white knights?
Oh, fuck.
That's all coming
Is he the
together.
original White Knight?
Oh, shit.
I enjoyed that joke. That doesn't get a boo from me.
She proceeded to regale details of her weekend escapade. A girls' night out with her old sorority sisters where the night ended with her drunk off her face hooking up with this French Algerian guy. Then she described the shock and horror when his penis inevitably makes its debut. Apparently it was 12 inches long and thicker than a Coke can. So maybe she was acting cokeheadish. She said she was frightened by it, that it looked like a torture instrument that would tear her apart. Apparently the mood soured soon after that, and he left her place awkwardly. Now, I pack a standard issue 6-incher with some room for expansion depending on my level of arousal. Never had any complaints from previous partners, which by then was a significant number. There never was any reason for me to second-guess my sexual abilities. I did have an acute awareness of being a grower and not a shower, buying into the porn-skewered reality that bigger is better. Whatever latent insecurities I had was magnified and put on display. My breaking point came as these words uttered from her lips. I kid you not, he was probably twice as big as yours.
Oh.
Ouchie. That does hurt.
That's bad.
It does feel bad.
Oh, you know the experiencer.
No, I can imagine it. I can imagine, like, I'm pretty confident in myself, and it's still, if I could, for some reason, like, hey, I saw this dude's dick and it's double yours, I'd be like, oof, okay.
You ever think of going from the 8-ounce Coke can up to like the 12er? Or
Yeah.
It
Ouch.
carved deep into my consciousness.
It carved deep into her too.
With animated violence, overwhelming me with feelings of inadequacies, clouding my ability to control my most basic faculties.
So he
He's
shit
just
himself?
shitting himself. He's shitting and pissing. I couldn't hold on.
Or is
to
he
it.
sobbing? Is he sobbing?
All
She
of
then
them.
said something about how much she anticipated my visit and how she thinks she is falling for me, blah, blah, blah. She ended her
It's too
confession by teasingly going down on me, kissing my flaccid cock, telling it, "This is all I will ever need."
God.
I don't think I've ever felt so small in my life. I got out of bed, got dressed in abject silence, and just left the room without saying a word. This, of
Ooh.
course, left her in a state of confusion. I never called her again and blocked her on all my social media accounts. I spent the next few days at home in crippling depression, wallowing in self-pity, rejection, and inadequacies. You know, for how expansive a vocabulary this guy has, using the word inadequacies twice, it's pretty uncouth of him.
He must have an
It's pretty
inadequate
All right.
lexicon.
Very good. Very good. Thinking back now for a far more secured man in my 30s, I often second-guess my reaction. Was I being an insecure drama queen?
Yes, absolutely.
There I was. Just had the most amazing sex in my life. This gorgeous girl I really liked was pouring her heart out, praising the superiority of my average-sized member whilst professing her love for me. Yet the only image in my head is her staring with wide eyes at the sheer size of his monster dong. Once the image got stuck in my head... Oh, typo. First typo. Stuck in my bead. Stuck in my head. My ego blinded by the green-eyed monster. There was no turning back.
You know what would have fixed this situation?
Communication.
Communication.
Incorrect.
You know what?
Bigger
What
dick surgery.
No, you know what have fixed it? Lack of communication in the first place.
Correct.
If she never brought it up.
If they never
Yeah,
talked.
that was she didn't need to do that.
I do feel like this was an inappropriate time to bring up somebody else's dick, right? When
I
you're-
feel like
after fucking, like, this is so crazy. It's like, this is such a fun time compared to the last guy I fucked.
to be fair, he kind of asked.
Did he?
Well, he
To
asked,
what do I owe this honor?
Ah.
And there's no way, like the way he wrote it was like he sat in complete silence for 8 minutes while she spewed this whole story. You're telling me
It took that long to describe how big and girthy this
Well,
bad boy
he
Well,
was.
it takes 8 minutes to look from one end to the other. So
Yeah.
You stand here and it was this long, and then she just kept walking for 8 minutes.
When she said 12 inches, she meant it takes up 12 inches on a digital film. That's how many frames it takes to fucking record the whole shit. But no, there's no way this guy was like, I don't know, if someone's telling me a story, you like probe or like actively listen and be like, oh, what was his name? Where was he? You know, like you ask questions. There's no way he was just sitting there like a fucking sociopath staring at her. Could have stopped her anytime. And he had to have probed her for more questions like, oh, was his dick as big as mine? Yeah, it was actually twice as big as yours. And he's like, oh, no.
But it was probably really thin. No, it was like at least a Coke can, maybe Arizona tea. What?
fuck.
And it didn't cost a single dollar.
You're right, because Arizona's tea only costs 98
99
cents.
cents, you fucking idiot. That joke fell flat.
Just like hit that Coke can. Okay. I just think it's really funny. Look, we were just talking about this before. It's really hard to find a good story where it's not just a dude being a piece of shit.
Uh-huh.
But it's really funny to me when like this happens a lot when guys are getting cheated on too. It's like, I just can't stop picturing that dude's dick in my girlfriend. It's like, that's not the issue.
Yeah.
The issue is that your girlfriend cheated, not that it's this dude's dick. Like they get so focused on like this dude's so focused on this other guy's donger.
Yeah, I think that's just a dude thing, right? That's just like
Like if a guy cheats
all
on a
dudes
girl,
are
is he like,
secretly that
oh,
insecure.
her pussy? I bet you her pussy was like, isn't that weird?
That's super weird.
Women are just like, all I can imagine is just her pussy just wrapped right around
No.
his little
Flaccid.
his flaccid dick, his little.
How bad would you have to feel if you were a girl and you got cheated on by your boyfriend, and your boyfriend had like a really small dick, so you know the sex wasn't even good with the other person? It's like, man, I must have fucked up somewhere. How this small dick have an
Well,
ass?
now, Josh,
motherfucker?
that's a misconception. People with small dicks can still have good sex. Isn't that right, Erica?
I wouldn't know. You've got a big one, so
She's a liar.
you
Anywhom.
wouldn't also know because I've never seen anyone else's.
Wow.
You've seen dead body dicks.
That's true. I have.
Those things
To
are...
preface that, because that sounded weird.
No, you guys don't look at dead body dicks?
I was in anatomy and physiology classes, okay? I dissected those dead dongs.
Dissected those dead dongs.
Yeah.
Well, let's go from dicks to...
Oh, this is embarrassing, and we can't cut anymore.
Definitely didn't just have a voice crack at the age of 26. Let's go from dicks to shits, as we always do.
Hell yeah, dude.
Today
What do you call those? Masturbating while you're shitting?
globbing of
Nosferatu?
Vishnu?
Yeah.
Correct.
Look at
Look
you
at the
with
big brain over
the
there.
podcast, the podcast knowledge over there.
This thing is on.
Today I fucked up by giving one of my twins laxatives. This happened yesterday. My twins are 3-year-old fraternal girls that recently graduated to using the downstairs powder room to go potty instead of the dump cups.
The dump cups.
They went from dump cups to powder room.
Dump cups.
That's gotta be just like a parenting term that we just aren't aware of.
Could be.
All you parents, write into us about your dump cups.
Twin A has no issue with number 1 or number 2, but Twin B has a different story. Twin B is a clencher. She holds her poop. I have a total of 4 kids, and she is the only one to ever do this. Her pediatrician recommended Pedialax, stool softener for kids, to make the job easier when the time came. So 2 days of over-the-counter Pedialax and still no poop.
This sounds like a just powder keg waiting to go off.
In the powder room. Then comes day 3. Everything is normal and on schedule. Nothing out of the ordinary. Potty tie comes and Twin A is in and out in about 5 minutes. Still kind of a long shit.
Especially
Right.
for a little one.
Twin B's turn.
Do you guys know how... I feel like that's an average time for a shit. Is that fast for a kid shitting?
I actually don't know.
They haven't mastered it yet.
Parents, write into us about your kids' shit times.
Twin B's turn. She seemed pretty tense, like more tense than usual. She holds the potty seat on the toilet and locks her knees together. She's clenching. So to help the process, I hold her legs up so she has no way of clenching.
What the fuck?
It's probably like a squatty, like essentially a squatty potty, where she's holding the legs up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what
Yes,
I read
we
it
have
as.
2 squatty potties. Not an ad.
And every once in a while, I do have to double them up to give myself zero
Get a-
resistance.
Get a squatty skyscraper.
I'll put on high heels when I go poop so that
Stilettos?
it's like extra.
See, some people have like poop knives. You have poop stilettos.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. She's getting upset and angry. I try to tell her to just let it go, Elsa style. Then I smell it. I pick her up, and there it is.
Hell yeah,
The
dude.
largest shit I've ever seen in my entire life. I was shook. I clean Twin Bee up and get her settled in the playroom, then make my way back to the impossibly gargantuan shit my little princess dropped off. I didn't know what to do. If I flushed it, the toilet would definitely clog. I took a picture of it and sent it to my husband asking what I should do. He's an OTR truck driver and usually misses out on adventures like these. He calls me immediately laughing, joking that the poo
Get
looks
the
like it's the
poop
size
knife.
of Twin Bee's arm. He's not wrong. Then he tells me to break it up with the plunger. Well, that's not going to work because not only is it long and poking out of the toilet water like a Chaco crocodile, but it also has some girth to it. It's probably 12 inches in the size of a Coke can.
It does not say that.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
I'm freaking out at this moment because I know what I have to do. I grab an old steak knife.
Poop knife!
Does she really?
Knife!
I grab an old steak knife that no one loves and attempt to cut the poo log into smaller poolettes. It's like clay. The smell, horrid. I start dry heaving. My 2 sons and husband are all laughing hysterically. This is hell. I'm in hell. I get it down to about 4 slices
Oh my god.
and toss the newly dubbed poop knife into the trash. Then, with plunger in hand, I flush. It went down no problem, and now I'm 100% invested in helping Twin Bee have a regular poo schedule. I am traumatized. Never again. So yeah, that's a story of a natural poop knife having to come into play.
Hell yeah,
Good
dude.
thing this is a Reddit user. What else are you gonna do? Put on a gloved hand and go fishing for some shit?
Mm-hmm.
I think I would have just tried to flush it and then deal
Yeah.
with the clog, right?
Absolutely.
Or just use the like wooden handle of the plunger.
No,
Don't-
you
no,
have to
don't.
touch that.
Don't you wash it?
That's
What?
never clean
It's
again.
wooden.
Oh, if you
It'll
get shit,
absorb it.
if you what? It's not. No, hang on. Don't look at me like I'm. The
I'm not
weird
getting
guy.
shit
You
water
are the
on
weird
the
guy.
handle part
Don't-
where I'm holding it.
Don't look at me like I'm a fucking weirdo.
You are.
Because okay, you guys want to see a picture of the shit?
They posted it?
Yes, I want to see it.
Oh.
Like the whole story itself is pretty funny, but definitely the reason why I saved it is because they put this is a now
we
mind
can't
you.
put this in the video.
No, we probably can't. Viewers, maybe we'll link the story in the description or something. This is a 3-year-old shit. Keep that in mind.
This
They're
is
4-year-old.
This
Right?
is 3 years built up of
She's
shit.
never shit in her entire life.
No.
Are you ready? I don't think you guys are ready for this jelly.
I'm ready. It's probably an average Tuesday for me. Yeah, that's a normal one for me.
For a fucking toddler.
That's insane.
That's
like
the length of a toddler.
I was gonna say that's the whole length of her colon.
That's insane.
It's fucking insane.
What a wild ride.
It's absolutely massive.
You threw that so far.
I don't understand. How can you fit that into a child?
It's the whole length of that colon.
It's probably legit 12 inches.
Yeah.
It's wild. Slide it on the floor. I think the story itself is pretty funny or whatever. I definitely only saved it because
Of the picture?
the picture being there makes it that much better.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I could not get over like I feel like there's something that feels wrong about posting a 3-year-old shit online.
This is what I was about to say. I was like, it seems wildly inappropriate to put your child's shit on the internet, right?
I mean, I guess.
It just seems weird.
I feel like that's like a boundary too far, right? I don't know, does
Honestly,
that mean-
boys, it's a pretty average shit for me.
Well, you
but you're
shit
not
once a
3
month.
years old.
I know, but I also feel this little girl's pain where she only poops once a week.
You're 5'10". This person's probably 10.
2'4".
He's probably 10 inches big.
5/10.
She's 5/10 of you. That's half. Fuck. You guys ever poop knife it up or what?
No.
No, can't say I've ever had a poop knife.
Nope.
I've never poop knifed, but
Poop sticked?
But
Plunger
2
stick?
T's?
there's a little old thing. I was a member of the old BSA,
Huh?
the Boy Scouts of America.
Oh, okay.
The Boys Socialists of America?
Correct. And on a normal weekend trip, me being me, I just wouldn't shit.
Mm-hmm.
You just, you leave on a Friday night.
You just hold it for...
You're really
The
only
whole
there
time.
for Saturday, and
Yeah.
then Sunday you get back, take some over-the-counter Pedialyte, go to town. However, summer camp, that's a 6-day trip.
Oof.
You gotta shit.
Do you though?
And so
You
every
didn't-
single
Did you think you're like, I can hold it for the 6 days, so you actually held it for like 7 days?
That's what I did. And
no,
I turned out fine.
but
Ish.
every single
You guys both got to go to summer camp?
No.
Okay, that makes me feel a little better.
summer camp's not all it's chalked up to be, man. The food sucks.
You
it's
didn't get
hot.
your first
There's
kiss
diddling.
and fall in love and
No, I didn't.
learn about like swear words and
No, you're thinking of like sleepaway camp. I was at a Boy Scout
Oh.
summer camp. we
is sleepaway camp a real thing? Do
We-
people actually go to that?
we woke up to a bugle playing taps.
That's really cool. That's like iconic. That's like
Poorly, might I add.
this
But-
was a 5th grader playing taps.
Every single campsite would have latrines on, and it's the scouts' duty who are on that campsite to take care of those latrines. And they're just literally like
Scout's duty.
yeah, it was our duty.
Duty.
And if anything foreign goes in there, like that's not human excrement, you have to fish it out because it fucks up the latrine system.
I
And
mean, yes, but also
and part of it is like they expect scouts to not do that shit. So there was one year, I think it was my second summer camp, and we had these new tender feet in. That's the first class of Boy Scouts.
tender feet. That's so cute.
Well, they're tenderfoot, but multiple. I guess you would call them tenderfoots. But
That's
they're
so cute.
they're in there, and there's this one who everybody fucking hates.
Sure, there's
Like, he's
gotta
Just
be
drop
one.
the name. We'd
He's a
still probably hit
Weasley.
him.
He's a Weasley little liar, dude. He's a Weasley little liar.
We know who he is now.
Do we? Okay.
He's a Weasley
Just
little
drop
liar.
the name. They'd be all. You know, everybody else hates him. Just drop the name.
Yeah. So
Leave it later.
yeah, his name was definitely fucking Kyle.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
now.
So he
Kyle. Come on, you know
There's
Kyle.
like a million Kyles. Are you kidding me? It was
Weasley Kyle?
2004.
a little old Weasley Kyle. Well, we don't. I guess we don't know if it was him, but 2 Joker
You
cards
know it's him.
ended up in the latrine, and someone comes out and is like, "Hey," like our scout leader comes out, is like, "There's playing cards in the latrine," and everyone's like, "Wasn't me." You know, we were all shaggy about it.
And then they're like, J for Josh, dude, that was you.
Well, everyone searches their bags. Only one, I think like 2 or 3 people brought a deck of cards, and only one of the deck of cards had missing jokers.
Was it Kyle's?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
But he still claimed it was not his deck of cards.
Mm-hmm.
It must have been somebody else.
Well, yeah, he already got rid of the Jokers beforehand. You
Right.
don't ever need the Jokers.
That's what he was claiming.
I mean, somebody could have stole them from his deck to frame him. Joshua, did you do that?
Did
No,
you do
this
this, Josh?
fucker put him in the latrine.
That's what everybody wants
But
you
he
to
didn't
think.
fess up to it. And guess who had to fucking fish him out of there, being the troop chaplain aide?
What a lame title.
This guy.
What a fucking lame title. This explains a lot about you.
I was the religious leader of sorts.
The troop
And
chaplain
I had to go
aide.
fish for shit in a latrine. I guess I wasn't fishing for shit, but I was fishing for cards and I got them out.
What'd you have to use to get him out?
The fishnet. His
A
hands.
stick? Like it's like a broomstick, but with like a half gallon of milk cut in half on the end of it. So it made like a
Little
ladle.
scoop.
It was a long ladle that you used to get a.
So, one year during our town's summer festival, you know the one I'm talking about, my sister dropped her cell phone in the porta potty
That's bad.
at this festival. And this,
Buddy,
it's a bad deal.
it's a bad deal.
And this dumb idiot reaches her hand down in there and gets it out.
There is nothing that I would want. Like, no,
There's nothing
pass.
worth it. There's
Getting a new
nothing
phone.
worth it.
Getting a new phone. Did she like put it in a bag of like rice?
I have no idea. I don't know.
I thought that was white rice. I didn't think it was brown
I-
rice.
Ew.
I threw in a bag of shit to soak up all the piss out of it, and then I would throw it in rice.
Pretty gross.
Also, isn't it just so deep? Is it how
That's what I was thinking. I mean, it must have been a
you're
real full
completely
one.
completely
Oh.
shoulder deep?
It's even worse.
The ones where the liquid's down but the solid's up high.
Because at first she thought a carny stole it.
Of course.
She went back and found
Was
it.
the hang on? Was the carney's name Kyle?
Mm,
Hang on.
probably.
that Weasley car?
Weasley little Kyle going from Boy Scouts to Carney. The classic progression of 90% of Boy Scouts.
Straight to Carney, dude.
Straight to Carney.
You're lucky you're the chaplain aide.
They got to know how to tie knots. You got to learn it somewhere.
Carne asada.
I think you really broke your stake of good jokes there. Okay,
I
well,
wasn't real proud of that one, to be honest.
before we do any more bad jokes,
I was just, taking a page from the old Josh playbook
you
there.
must have got last year's. I got an updated playbook. It's all about voice cracking and sea shanties. That was the big 2 this year. Hopefully, sea shanties don't go out of style within the next, 24 hours ago.
Please just make it to the end of the week. End of the week. End of the week.
I really need this, guys.
Please be popular on Monday still. That's
2 Mondays from now.
oh, is it 2 Mondays?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to change the order. Oh fuck.
We're releasing this one on Monday.
There's no way it's popular in 2 Mondays from now.
I already saw a tweet that sea shanties are out and Irish jigs are in, so
Hell
you better
yeah.
start work. You got a week off, dude.
I can't even think of any puns with Irish jig.
I'll do the dance to it.
Maybe if you're lucky.
Oh my god. We're going to break.
Okay, I have to pee, so.
Bye.
And welcome
Welcome
back.
to the Judgies. Why you guys knew what I was? You guys both looked at me like, oh, I can definitely tell he's gonna say Judgies, then just decided not to move your mouth.
Correct.
All
We
right.
were with you in spirit only.
Nice. That's honestly the best way to be with somebody. For when there was one set of footprints in the sand, you
was
guys were just
mine.
staring at me saying Judgies.
I was
Now,
up on the pier, just like Judgies.
And then I was the echo in the cave. Judgies.
you had the binoculars from the night vision goggles from last week,
Yes.
and you had the spurs just because I guess you wanted them.
Because I seem like the one that would have spurs.
I mean, I figured you wouldn't buy freeze dried Skittles or
I think I'd buy
a $2,000 leather couch.
I think I would buy the Skittles before I'd buy any of that other shit.
That's fair.
What about the edibles, dude?
I mean,
could be
Skittles
convinced.
arguably are edible.
I
good
could
point.
be convinced to buy night vision goggles, not gonna lie.
You were pretty into them. Anyway,
not-
what
yeah,
do
I
we
was pretty
do
into 'em.
when we get back from the break?
We do a circle jerk.
And that's a place where we just get to, it's kind of like a free-for-all session.
yeah, we
we
make
try
up
to-
whatever shit we want.
We try to jerge around the circle as much as we can.
Yeah,
That's-
just a little Judge this way, Judge this way. Maybe Josh judges me. I judge Erica.
We all
Goes
jerge.
around the circle of life.
It doesn't really work. We don't sit in a circle.
That's true.
We definitely sit in more of a line than a circle. But what is a circle but a curved line? Erica, why don't you get into it?
It's really deep, dude.
Boys, what is not a fun fact? Do you need an example to get us started?
I'm going to say that, like, you'll never have as many bones as you did when you were born.
Oh, yucky.
The average human has one ovarian tube.
Ovarian tube?
What's the... I'd fuck that
Fallopian
up. Fallopian tube, thank you. Ovary. The average human also has one ovary.
Okay.
That's kind of wild.
All right.
Still can't dunk.
That's not a fun fact. Okay. That's not a fun fact. Sure, we'll use it.
Not a fun
about-
fact.
I'm also not 6'10" yet. I've been trying.
The reason you're supposed to contact a doctor if you've had an erection lasting longer than 4 hours is because prolonged priapism
Priapism.
can lead to a gangrene of the dick.
Yikes.
Blood goes in, deoxygenates, but can't leave, so there's no way for fresh oxygenated blood to come in, causing the tissue to turn black and die.
So you're getting like a frostbitten dick
Pretty much.
without any of the fun of a human tooth doing it.
I feel like I've heard a story of this happening to like a celebrity.
Army Hammer.
I think it was who's the basketball player that's like went to North Korea?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
No,
not-
Dennis
Is that a
Rodman.
person?
Dennis Rodman.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is a very famous.
He like
basketball
broke his dick and he got that thing where it's like blood started getting stuck in his dick and they had to like take needles and drain the blood from his
Let
dick.
the blood out.
Yeah.
And that is just the most terrifying thing in the world.
You don't want a big old needle in your wiener?
I guess that's why they call him Rodman, huh?
It's because he has
Boo.
a steel rod in it after he broke
Yeah.
it.
Permanent catheter.
There are 8 unaccounted for American nukes and literally an unknown quantity of missing Soviet nukes that range all the way from warheads to suitcase bombs.
That makes sense.
Missing bombs, huh? Missing bombs and not fucking moms, I guess. The worst combination of bombs and moms.
Arguably.
People with extreme scurvy start to have all their old wounds open up. Everything with the scar is held together via an active process with collagen, and without vitamin C, that just sort of stops.
Yucky.
Does that include internal wounds? Do you get scarring on internal wounds?
Yeah. Oh, that's gross.
I guess we better be singing more sea shanties and eating more oranges.
Urine was used for teeth whitening and bleaching of clothes in ancient Rome's.
People
They
still do
rinsed
it.
their mouths with human and animal urine.
People still do that.
Now, do you use your own urine or somebody else's urine?
Probably my own.
They probably just gather a bucket because they're saying that they use human and animal urine. So it's just like, go pee in the teeth whitening bucket.
You've got the cold water on one sprocket and the warm piss on the other. The aqueducts were really just more of a method to transfer piss to Roman. Like, everyone was like, yeah, it's got clean water or whatever, but like the big thing was the piss transfer.
It's got warm piss coming.
You can smell your own lungs. Your brain just filters out the smell.
What do they smell like? Well, you guys can't. Fucking COVID.
Like a
COVID
sneeze.
having ass.
I can smell now. All right.
Not your lungs.
Fair.
I just want to know can I smell somebody else's lungs?
Yeah, if you guys smell my lungs, do you think
I would be able to pick it up.
yeah.
No, dude, your brain just filters out the smell.
All
No,
lungs?
it's just your lung smell, dude. It doesn't filter
know.
out all lung smell.
If I smell urine, do my lungs get whiter?
Yes.
Nice.
Most power outages in the United States are caused by squirrels.
It's those motherfuckers. Do squirrels poop?
Huh.
I feel like I see birds poop all the time.
But not small mammals.
Yeah, but But I even see rabbit poop
Yeah, that's true.
and raccoon poop. I've never seen squirrel poop.
And I've seen a lot of squirrel piss going into my mouth. But that's a whole other issue.
Right here, squirrel. Chip, 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 chip.
Do the whole bit from Emperor's New Groove to get a squirrel to pee in my mouth, please.
Emperor's New Groove is the best Disney movie, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Cusco is the best Disney princess.
Absolutely. Yes, he is. Black bears eat their prey alive and ass first. There are an estimated 300,000 black bears in the U.S.
They're so fucking just woke. They're willing to eat ass.
Hang on. I feel like most carnivores eat their prey alive.
Yeah.
Like, unless they're that's not a
I think
Well,
the
hold
thing
on,
was
bears
that they
aren't
eat ass
carnivores.
first.
right, they're omnivores. I mean, I
But
eat ass first.
anything they
but-
eat, they do eat ass first.
Yeah.
There is a non-zero minimum threshold for the amount of cockroaches that can be present in ground coffee because it is literally impossible to keep them out entirely.
Yeah, same thing with rats. That was like the whole thing that the meatpacking books were about. Is they made it so there's
It's a standard.
an upper limit.
I know, but
You can't have
still.
more than like a full rat in your corn.
Gross.
I mean, you don't know about it, so it's fine, right?
I would say yeah.
I feel like these facts are pretty fun.
If you eat a polar bear liver, you will die. Humans can't handle that much vitamin A.
Really? You don't just pee it out?
Where else do you get vitamin A from? I feel like I've like
Oh.
every other vitamin on the alphabet. I'm like,
Well,
I know where to get that.
no.
Where do
Vitamin
you
A,
get
I have
vitamin
no
K?
idea. Carrots.
No.
Yeah, it's keratin. That's why it's vitamin K.
No.
That's actually correct. See, polar bears, distant cousins of black bears, and vitamin A is, of course, vitamin ass. They always eat the ass first.
Oh.
The number one
Well,
cause of
vitamin A is that one band, right? They're
Yeah, they sing the graduation song. Yeah.
really
That's how
It's
you get vitamin A.
Yeah.
listening to that song.
It's a vitamin C,
Sure.
yeah.
Oh fuck. Shut the fuck up, Josh.
The number one cause of death among pregnant women is murder.
What the? I don't
That
like
can't be
one.
true.
Mm,
I guess you're only pregnant for, a relatively short amount of time, so if you die, it's got to be, like, an erroneous cause. Because
But
you're
I-
going to be younger as well.
I also feel like just like being pregnant probably leads to like
Puts a big...
outbursts.
this one's terrible.
The last one was terrible. What do you mean?
People who commit suicide by jumping off a bridge don't die from the impact, but drown because the impact breaks enough bones that it prevents them from swimming.
I feel like
All
there's a
right.
good chance you knock yourself out. too,
Erica,
but-
one more before we... We don't need to go from, like, pregnant women being murdered to people drowning in their own...
This one's fun.
No, last one.
The reason dogs love squeaky toys is because it sounds like small animals dying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
That
it.
one
That's
makes
I'm
sense.
done. If you've got any not fun facts, send them in to us.
Like, you'll never have as many teeth as you did the day you were born.
Same thing with women and their eggs. They
Yeah.
all start dying the day you're conceived.
I'm a big fan of the average person has less than 10 toes. I'm a big fan of those ones because it's like, yeah,
That makes sense.
that's fair and good. I guess that is
and
kind of
good.
fun.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
Who needs all those toes anyways?
I don't know. I can't count on them.
You need your big toe.
Not this guy.
You don't need any of your other toes but your big toe.
the balance on.
All right. Do we want another Today I Fucked Up, or do we want a new subreddit alert?
Both.
Let's get the
Por
frickin',
qué no dos?
let's hit him with the new subreddit, and we'll drop a hot
Whoop.
Damn it. Do it again. We'll drop a hot
Deuce.
Oh,
Joshua.
Sorry.
drop it again, and we'll do it all this time.
We'll drop a hot
Deuce?
I said dupe. All right.
You just had to be different.
So everyone knows, of course, the very popular subreddit r/unpopular opinions, right? And it's almost always filled up with popular opinions that get upvoted or racist shit. So they're not good posts. However,
Whomever.
Nope.
whatsoever, there's a new subreddit, not new,
Howsoever.
new one that to this pod, new to me, called the 10th Dentist. Of course,
Okay.
the premise being 9 out of 10 dentists recommend Colgate. So this is
Sure.
the 10th dentist that's like, fuck Colgate. That shit sucks. So, 10th dentist. I like plugging up the drain when I take a shower. We had some drainage problems at my house, and I
Okay, so he
discovered
likes it to
I'm a
raise up.
fan of having water on my feet when I shower. I've got a few reasons for this. One, I like having a little pool of water that covers up my feet.
Keeps you warm.
It keeps them warm, and splashing around is nice sometimes.
Splish splash.
Two, water's going in the drain one way or another, whether it's during the shower or after. Might as well have the nice draining sound. Number three, if I was notably dirty, it's nice to see how clean I got. I'll wash my feet after if this happens.
Okay.
It helps keep track of how long. Number four, it helps keep track of how long you've been in. If the water's at my calf, it's time to get out.
Wow, that's a long shower.
Or a bad drain.
Well, they're intentionally
Yeah, he's
clogging
Oh,
it now.
okay.
This is disgusting to me.
I do think
I
it's
hate
wild.
this. This is so, like, not okay to me. This is an unfun fact for this guy.
Sure.
No, it's cool, dude. Have you ever just had it happen so your feet are a little warmer? Have you ever been like in a really cold bathroom, taking a hot shower, and it's like, oh, my feet just, if they're just staying a little warmer.
I just feel like, no, I don't actually.
I'm not even gonna justify. I do think it's weird because it is like, you do got dirty feet now. And as a
Well,
man that
Doesn't
only,
wash his feet.
I only wash.
You
It took me 27 years to realize, I only wash the top of my feet.
As a man, you feign washing the feet. You wash down the front of the shin, and you're like, ah.
It's got to rinse off.
The soap will go down to the foot. It'll get there.
Men are so gross.
Like 27 years old, I'm just like, I don't wash the bottom of my feet unless I know they're like soiled, like have dirt or something on them. I'm just like, top of the foot's good enough.
Yeah.
I wonder why my feet smell.
Like absolute dog shit. I just think like they're like, oh well, the water gets down eventually. But while that water is sitting there, it's gonna leave a fucking line,
Scum line.
right where the water was chilling at. And like somebody commented on it, like agreeing with them, like, yeah. And if you have like a shower curtain that's like plastic, it clings to the side of the tub, so that way it
doesn't bump
keeps
into you.
Well, it keeps all the heat out. Like it makes a better form. I was like, no, guys, how about you just.
I don't know. These guys are kind of spitting facts here.
Maybe it's because my shower is like only a shower. It's not a tub in it anymore. Maybe I could be moved to like try the other kind, but
These people spitting facts.
not for me. All right,
I
that
don't
was
think
a
it's for me either.
that was a
Not
warm
fan.
up. R/the 10th dentist. You guys ready for the real shit?
Oh wow, that one felt kind of decisive already.
We're not gonna. No, listen. We don't kink shame. Do your own thing.
But don't clog your drain.
Don't put a kink in your drain line. Eating your own semen
Okay.
is a convenient, superior way to clean up after masturbation.
Superior.
What is semen other than
a soup?
cum
Yes.
soup, as one
It's
might
a
say?
bowl of
Absolutely.
soup.
Without the bowl.
It's already warm.
Salty. Nice broth to it. Hearty, really.
I feel like. I
Put a
feel like there's
put a
still
fucking
cleanup
potato base
here,
in there.
right?
What's up?
There's still cleanup here. You said there's no cleanup unless you got
Unless you can-
impeccable aim.
Impeccable
Just
aim.
like straight up in the air and it just
Like Popeye with his spinach.
Yeah.
Just flexes and just ga 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 ga.
He does that noise before and afterwards.
I know for some people it's a fetish thing, but I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. I mean, you definitely have to still wipe down and obviously wash your hands, but it cuts down on the excess volume so much, and it makes things discreet, etc.
It's high in protein.
Mm-hmm.
That's the post.
It's good for your skin.
Guys, look, again, not kink shaming here. And now, look, maybe this is coming from a male center of view, but I just feel like once something has exited your body,
Shouldn't go back in.
yeah, probably should just keep that out.
Uh-huh.
But then again, like, other people, I don't know. Look, I'm not going to get into too many dirty details. But look, I just don't like it. Is that all right to
fair.
say? Look,
Yep.
Arnie Hammer can come and suck on my blood all he wants. I'm not suck on my own blood. That's fucking weird.
You've never had like a paper cut or something that bleeds a little bit and you're like, oh,
No.
ooh, ouch.
Mm-mm. Never.
Really?
Miss Hammer over there.
Mrs. Okay, I'm
Mrs.
married.
Hammer. No, he's got a few edits here.
I just don't. It doesn't seem like there's a good reason why.
So look, if you want to do it, fine, whatever. It's fine. You're correct.
If
you
you're
still
into it, I can get it.
You still need to go clean up. You can't try to feign like and pretend like, oh, it's so much less clean up. You
Yeah.
still got to go clean up, motherfucker. So like, if you're already making the trip, why not just like, if you want to
just
eat your
shove
own
it into
fucking
your
jizz,
hand and then go. You only have a single hand to carry,
and then it
clean
really is soup in a bowl.
You already got a ladle right there.
See, what I do is just all belly button, and then I get a spoon from the kitchen and just.
I do all belly button and then I put a cap right on it and then I waddle to the bathroom.
What an efficient way.
I thought you were going to say like I shake it to heat it up a little bit.
What an absolutely efficient way. Get a nice little cap on the belly button. Get out of there. Now, of course, this isn't quite possible for people who enjoy coming standing up.
Oh,
This is a very big laying down comer.
yeah, this is a good. How is he eating? He's already coming into his hand and then
That's
eating
what
it.
that's what he's saying. And look, okay, maybe this is where my divide comes, because like my divide comes. It would be one thing if it was like right when you come, it's like ingested, but it's come, and then you have to make the active choice of like, well, only one way to get rid of this. I know I am going to the bathroom after this, but also right now in this moment, gotta eat that cum. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
So that was the 10th.
Not for me.
I can't get behind the logic on it.
Yeah, the logic is flawed.
I want to be like, yeah, dude, that's fine, but he's just like not making a good enough argument for me.
And I do feel very hypocritical in a sense of like, obviously during sex acts, cum gets swallowed by other people, right? So why is it weird to be like, not swallowing my own, but
I just feel like it's
well,
not
I would swallow
practical.
your.
right? That makes sense. It makes your teeth whiter, I heard.
It's good for my skin.
It's got piss in it.
I'm just glad that now that we're video recording, everybody can see that you were talking to Josh and not me.
It would be weird if he looked you in the eye and said, I would swallow your cum. I would feel
I mean, it would be awkward, but at the same time, like, he's saying it to you. It's fine.
All right, here's an edit. It's convenient because, number one, I've been doing it for years.
That's
Okay.
exactly what convenient means.
Convenient means I've been doing it a long time.
Convenient means it makes it easier for me.
Yeah.
And I'm fast. Like, I can do it in less than 5 to 10 seconds because I've been doing it so long.
Just shoot it back.
At least, like, come on a salad and enjoy it or something. It's just, okay.
I really enjoyed those sound effects.
That with the fact that I stress masturbate sometimes up to 6 times a day, it saves time. I guess if you're
Stress
coming...
masturbating is a thing?
Relieve some pressure?
I guess.
Here's the thing. If you're masturbating 6 times, by that 6th time, it is going to be a very small amount. So maybe he's got a point to his
How many times a day is too much?
2 to 3. as a grown man,
Average? What's normal for a day?
for a grown man in a relationship, I mean, relationship probably changes it, but like for a grown man that's not like going through puberty, 2 to 3 times a day is probably where you're teetering. Like,
You got a problem.
not a problem, but it's like
That's a lot.
you
right?
probably got something better to do with your time. Once you get into the territory of like 4 and upwards, you're like,
Now
hey,
it's a problem?
hey man, you got food in the fridge. That ain't your only source.
Jesus. Oof.
I'm quick at it.
People somehow think that I'm just in denial about liking my own cum, which is weird. I like to drink my own piss, and I like other guys' cum because I'm bisexual, but I don't really get pleasure from eating my own cum. So he does answer a little
He
bit of
gets pleasure from drinking his own piss. Though.
No.
He just does it.
No, I like to drink my own piss. Yeah, I guess that is pleasure.
Oy.
So again,
Okay.
there's a little bit of my hypocrisy there where I'm saying like other people, like he eats other people's cum. Also weird
It
to say
doesn't.
eats, right? You
Yeah.
don't eat cum.
That's
You-
like saying you like eat milk. You don't eat milk, you drink milk.
You drink cum?
I would say you drink it. It's a liquid.
Yeah. Okay. That makes it. That yeah.
Yeah, you don't eat liquids.
Yeah, so there's the 10th dentist. Did you
Okay.
enjoy
That was-
it?
That
No,
was a wild ride.
I didn't not enjoy it, I guess.
In my opinion, much better than unpopular opinion.
Sure.
Yeah.
And honestly, r/popular opinion also sucks.
Is it just really lame popular opinions? Like,
Roller coasters are fun.
oh wow. I mean,
That sounds like something you would agree with.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna slap an
I
uppie
don't-
on
yeah.
that. What's the point of posting that into the ether? Like, there's a subreddit that's just called r/happy, and somebody will just be like,
I'm happy today.
"Got a new job today," and it's like, it'll get like 1,000 upvotes. So it's like, why are you posting that on Reddit, man?
Why not?
I don't know. Then again, what did we really do anything for other than to end our episode? Guys, thanks for listening. If you enjoyed the podcast, please remember, share it with a friend, and also
Or
follow
2
us.
or 3.
Or yeah, if you the more friends, the more we'll pay you.
Yeah.
The more Josh will pay you.
Well, hang on, they're getting paid 0 right now, but if you show it to 3 friends, you'll get 3 times 0, which is technically bigger than 2 times 0.
It's
That's
true.
very true.
This is more. That's 50% more than 2 times 0.
And Christian, tell them one of the things that you want to tell them.
You know what?
Christian, of course, always gets mad that I throw different things to everybody different week.
Yes,
different
agreed.
weeks.
Yeah, we don't have a set.
The
we don't
thing
have
is,
a
we
s-
have 3 things to say, and if one of us says one of them, the other 2 just got to figure it out. And for some reason, it's a big issue.
I call it socials.
Christian,
Are
where
we,
can they
are
find
we
us on
really?
so-
Are we
Christian,
really gonna air our grievances on the podcast?
Christian, where can they find us on social media?
How dare you?
I'll let Erica do the socials.
Thank you.
You could send us in emails if you got a review or if you got a great story or if you're eating your own cum.
Or tell us about your dump cups.
Drinking? Thank
Oh yeah, dump cumps.
Dump cumps?
Your dumps cumps. Your dump cups. Send
Poop
us an
knives.
email at judgiespod@gmail.com. That's JUDGIS pod@gmail.com.
And-
And Ricky, where can they find us on
And you
social
can-
media?
You can find us on all social media, but not Parlor, at Judgies Pod.
Yeah, our Parlor account got flagged for inciting a riot at the Capitol. We were kind of at the forefront of that shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna be so old by the time this comes out. Our Parlor got disabled because we were part of the people that attacked on the inauguration day. That'll definitely be good. That'll definitely age well.
And now we're getting raided by the FBI because Joshua makes jokes that aren't real.
They might be by the time the
but it's not gonna be
inauguration
us.
happens.
Well, maybe not you. I was using your name as my alias.
Joshua, I work for local government. You can't make these jokes.
It wasn't. It was all a joke. None of it was true.
Thank you.
Where can they find us on Instagram and Twitter? The handle?
At Judgies Pod.
How do you spell that though? Just in case our listeners
Sure.
need help.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any listener that we have that
Sticks around this long.
likes listening to talk about shits and dicks and comes, but doesn't know how to spell or look at the title of the podcast? This is just a sincere question.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do? All right, then go ahead and spell it, Erica.
That's JUDGIES pod.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
And listening. Not everybody's watching. They're listening. Okay, bye.
Judges love you.